Hi everyone, it's Nadia Dyson here and it's Tuesday chat time, and I am super excited to introduce you to Shelly Challenger, who has recently bought and renovated her home here in Antigua. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I know that you have been busy with your renovations.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what brought you to Antigua and Barbuda?
Well, I'm born in Toronto, Canada, and my father is of Antiguan descent, although he's born here. And so it wasn't a decision that needed to be made. I wanted to be in a place where I know it was his birthplace.
Now, I know where you bought, obviously, because I sold
Yes.
you the house. Tell me why you chose, tell everyone where you chose and why.
Okay, so I'm going to start first with, I found you on YouTube.
You did.
And I liked you from the moment I found you on YouTube, and I reached out to you and I gave you a list of properties for you to select. But the day I arrived in November of 2023, you said, I have another property that I've thrown in to the loop. And the property that you did put in last minute is the property I chose.
I remember that time and meeting you and spending some time with you. I just, thought, what about this one? And I knew you'd like it. So that's what we kind of do here, or I kind of do,
Yeah.
and my team, is get to know the client, and then we can figure out properties that you might not have thought about. And it obviously was the right choice for you, which I'm really happy about.
And it was, because the ones that I thought were going to be the first picks, you brought me to them first, and I was like, oh no. And then that's when you brought me to Villa Kobe, so
Yeah.
It did work out. Absolutely.
You have to see them,
Yes.
because otherwise you'll always wonder, but what if that was the one?
Yeah.
So you have to see all of the ones that you wanted to see, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your renovation project, where did the inspiration come? Was it your designer, or is it you? How did you mold the two together and get that to where it is now?
So I'm going to take it back to when I met you in November of 2023. You had told me about a contractor, and you said her name was Dana. Didn't know anything about her, and she's from L. French's Construction. And so it was always in the back of my mind that would be a designer I would reach out to. I was referred by a friend to consult with Charmaine Benjamin Worth. And when I met with her, we clicked right away. And I gave her an idea of what I wanted my villa to look like. And she gave me mood boards. And then, of course, the two of us realized that we were on the same page. She also then said, well, I would recommend Dana. So she came twice. And I said, that's the construction team I'm going to work with, and you're the designer. And they have been a great team. Being overseas and doing a project is very difficult. But when you're getting video updates, Dana's amazing with giving me updates, keeping me up to speed with everything. And you know what? I felt a part of the process the whole way. I never felt left out. I felt like I was a part of the team the whole way through. So you know what? It's important to also have a great and reliable team.
Can you tell me about the scale of the renovation and the timeline?
So at first I thought it was going to be just aesthetics. But then as we moved along the process, I realized that wasn't going to happen. I wanted to do more for the property. Again, it's where I want the property to be. And so I did all the floors, every room, every bathroom was completely renovated. Brand new concrete deck, changed the shape of the pool, put a lounger in there, made it a saltwater pool. We have swings now. Lots of lounging chairs, did all the lighting, the fixtures, did feature walls, really wanted it to be a cohesive space for groups, and even added a breakfast bar. So made it more of a chef's kitchen as well.
So how long did this take?
So we were scheduled to do it for 3 months, and it's taken, again, when you're dealing with overseas as well, you have to bring in your furniture, your materials are sometimes coming in from overseas, so those may cause some delays. So we're looking at about 4 months as a time span, which is great because Dana is excellent with timelines, and that's the thing. And again, I wasn't, when you're informed,
Yeah.
there's no reason to be upset about it.
Exactly.
Because it's no one's fault. You can't complain if the ship didn't get there on time. It's not anybody's fault.
Yeah.
But I think that having her keeping me informed, and Charmaine keeping me informed, even with my furnishings, giving me options. You can be on projects and people are showing you the most high end, but listening to me as the client and understanding my needs and saying, you know what, this is what you want. Let's look at options. And then me having that opportunity to pick those options within my budget.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yes.
What is your favorite room of the property?
So I just got here, but I will say I love the house as a whole because I think every room is unique. The backyard is the selling feature of this rental. When you walk up on the deck and you see this oasis, it encompasses lounging chairs. It encompasses an outdoor shower, outdoor bar, gazebo for alfresco dining. You can have your barbecues and just, we can even lounge in the pool. I think that is a spot because I know that many people are going to want to spend time there. You're here in the hot weather. Why wouldn't you spend time outside? But as you go inside, that chef's kitchen. I added a breakfast bar. I actually had a chef come in and just tell me where he would prefer things placed and also make it interactive. When you're cooking, you don't want to have your back to someone all the time. But having that. And then, of course, I have a nice feature wall in the primary suite. And I think that people will really love that room, I think, But again, I love the whole house. Oh, but I will say, the bathrooms, because I am particular. That's one thing I'm very particular about is bathrooms. So even when I think I walked through with you for the first time, I was like, I've got to gut the bathrooms. And I did. So I can say I'm happy with that as well.
How would you describe your style of the house?
The style of the house is barefoot elegance.
Oh, I like that.
So the house came furnished. I didn't keep I didn't really keep the furniture, but the kitchen table has a tree root and it looks very nature-ish. And so I said, you know what? That's going to be the focal point of the design. And so you'll see a lot of nature and a little bit of modern feel, but it still feels homely. So call it the barefoot elegance.
I love that. What are your top 3 tips for anyone looking to buy and renovate in Antigua?
Find a good realtor like you. And then also having a great construction and design team, and voicing your opinions, but as well, taking the feedback from them as well, and listen to your referrals. Listen to them and get referrals. Talk to people because, that's where you're going to get your most resources. I think lastly would be your budget. Making sure that you stay within your parameters, but at the same time, don't be afraid to splurge because sometimes those things that you might have not spent, you might regret later on when a renter comes in and puts it in a review. So then you're like, oh, I should have done that. But you know what? Again, most importantly, be happy with your budget.
Would you do it all again?
100 times over.
Really? Okay, that's really good.
Because now I want to buy more. I want to buy another property and I would love to work with the same design team and do another version of Villa Colby, but with a spin on it. So I think that this is only making me want to invest more. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your great time that you've had renovating. It really is hopefully inspirational to everyone that is looking to buy an Antigua, because at the moment we don't have a lot of brand new properties, so renovation is something that people will need to look into. So thank you for sharing everything. Thanks everyone for watching and for Shelly for being here telling us all about her renovation. And if you like our videos and want to see more, please subscribe to our channel below. Thanks.